Currently standing here in defense. We've got Spinks underneath the wood. Strong setup here for Vitality to deal with this attacking pistol from G2. Dupree finds the first headshot. Spinks strikes from underneath the wood, and it's just one for him. Nico and JKS, important trades coming in. He just starts to work his way back in for Vitality. And they're up a player here on the CT side with a bomb plant at a minimum secured for G2. And now HooXi and JKS need to see it through.
Yeah, not an easy spot to be in. But JKS making first contact, knocks ZywOo out of the round. Looking for a little bit more, and that will lead to Magis getting the better of him. The Frenchman hopping on that bomb while Magis covers Apex with the defuse. Just going to stick that, and HooXi never even given a chance to play. Calls their bluff on the defuse, but Apex commits to it. And so that's how Vitality... Yeah, you don't want to write G2 off in these rounds. Ooh, m0NESY with the turnaround in mid, finds Spinks, and there's Hunter providing another. As ForceBuy gets off to a rip-roaring start over towards B. They're even starting to pull Magisk around now too, taking a bit of a gamble. And G2 could run into that. However, in all this downtime, they've cleared out the A site. JKS up through ramp gets the info that he's met no resistance yet.
And for G2, the pressure's now off, right?
I mean, it's a very emotional time here. Not just with this being the last Go major, but with the best opportunity for some of these individuals. Right now, G2 and Vitality, two of the most experienced teams we have at Tier 1, battling it out for that top spot. Got to fight through Monty later on today. HooXi's going to get that bomb, that entry, and that bomb get...
Just think of... Oh, okay, Nico. Nice and clean as he moves to the ramp on the double. Take it through. They'll be in the challenger stage of the event. There's some good teams in the challenger stage, so...
Pressure, although it's still there, it is this BO3 versus a familiar foe, right? And so I think that maybe gives a bit of an edge to G2. This round, it's the pistols tearing through them till Justin freaking Savage turns around. Mops it up with a double. Now, he's made up his mind that it is this B split, but grabbing the AK betrays him. JKS was waiting for exactly that. And now with Dupree found over at B, they've read into this that it was a B stack, especially with that
on his back, right? He doesn't have the utility to help him out here. He doesn't even have the kit. So he has to move very quickly indeed. The bomb is not planted for the two remaining Ts towards CT. So ZywOo gets onto the defuse. He's going to stick it. 10 seconds. He's holding. He finally gets off. And ZywOo looking for shots now, and the only shot he'll find is m0NESY.
Ridiculous with it, so G2, it's one of those rounds where you're 2v1 versus a guy with a deagle, but you almost have to treat it like it's a full rifle round, like everything's hinging on these gunfights. I want to see like a big individual moment. There's a couple of names that spring to mind to offer it up. For me, it's got to be Spinks, ZywOo, or Magisk. And with Spinks dead, HooXi hitting this timing, this guy had a star game yesterday versus Cloud9. He's opened up this round with 2, and his team follow through with the push in a way.
What a hard position for Magis to even get a kill out of there. He does so much damage, but...
Not really been involved in it yet.
Round pans out. Tucked into a corner now. Nico goes swinging and finds Magisk, that man who opened the round. Uh-oh, this is awkward. Spinks is going to deal with HooXi trying to come back through the apartments. And now we're still in with a chance for Vitality. G2 have got to bear it in mind. This Palace flank that is on the cards. Moving in through the back line. m0NESY looking for a fight at CT, believing in his teammates to have his back on this Palace cross. But things are heating up for m0NESY, and that's too much to bear. Forced into the open.
The Savage.
JKS. Got it, do it alone. They nearly line up for him, but it will be Vitality quelling that threat of JKS, denying the clutch in the 1v4.
Kill, and m0NESY is here to provide Overwatch, but is that the way in? Dupree with the backstab, takes that clean, but there's no kit on this flank, and no one's offering up the kill. He has to stick this in the middle of the site, and HooXi will not allow for it. The nade is perfect, but Hunter's right below, and HooXi survives on 17. Dupree is out of there, and only by the hands of HooXi. Provides when we see these little cuts and the things he says to his roster, but even just individually, having games like that, it's incredible for G2. But then there's ZywOo,
who is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Incredible from ZywOo.
A guy who can just win you around in his city map at least, and ZywOo feasts for 4. With a 1v1 against the Dane, does fall, and Vitality.
Promising signs, right, as ZywOo's starting to come alive. I mean, we have 2 AWPers in the server here, right, that are both phenomenal. m0NESY coming along as someone
Apex in the market. m0NESY's head tips around the corner. And m0NESY, even with the right ball, is getting it done. Second snappy kill towards short. dupreeh stood no chance, but ZywOo's here. He's here in the rotation. And that's a big kill because the bomb has to be recovered.
Oh.
A few more seconds wasted as it's thrown out of the apartments down into the site. JKS realizes he has to plant it.
Oh,
and m0NESY, it's just a game of two players.
Yeah.
ZywOo and m0NESY on either side of the table. And G2 with a bomb down and a 2 versus 2. That just comes back up through short, but m0NESY is ready. But the Dane comes out on top of that fight, leaving JKS alone in this clutch.
Out from bench. Looking for this fight on a ZywOo at market, but spotted on that jiggle. You don't get second chances often versus ZywOo. Oh, he wins the short fight, but ZywOo's gonna spam him out through the pillar. What a way to win the 1v1. And I mean, this round, you said it, Dinko, this was two Goliaths just taking charge of it on either.
Over the top of the smoke, has got Spinks alongside of him. And dupreeh at short. This mid control is going to be difficult to gain.
the jump!
On the side of G2, but the shot is baited out by the jump across, and that sets up m0NESY for the kill on ZywOo.
You see his slight crosshair. He doesn't even take the shot on a jumper. He realizes after he flicks, the AWP is ready to reface. m0NESY set up perfectly. Looks for a second. He finds it.
Oh, man, look at him go.
What a monster. Missed smoke, it looked like.
They're giving him every chance, but finally m0NESY taken out by... Push down the round. He's running right into him, and mejores will get the bomb. JKS now has to barrel back and try and get through the ramp and take out the bomb defender, and mejores is not going to give him that chance. He's going to drop back and play from Palace instead.
I think they're realizing as well this guy's been Palace constantly on this T side, so the aggressive A player of mejores has done a lot to stop G2 in their tracks. mejores will allow that retrieval, but he goes and checks it again. And now with the bomb disappeared, that's all the info Vitality need. They know he's in the bomb site, 25 on the clock. You can get the plant, Justin, but what else?
They've got him boxed in here. Doesn't know it, but he is fully surrounded. Look at that minimap. Vitality just circling. Looking to pick the bones of G2 dry. JKS. One with dangerous wildlife. He's going to nail that first shot on Apex, but can he get away with any more? Trapped in this corner. mejores with the spam. Going to find him from ramp. There wasn't really a safety net for JKS, but they've done a good job of clamping down upon it, and that's in spite of m0NESY's AWP.
And deal with the first, and he'll go into the fight. HooXi had no shot at getting through that. The rest of his forces still right behind him. But they are not allowed to move forward just yet. The fire goes forward and cuts off their path.
If you hear that siren in the background, the woo, it's Vitality calling for the emergency services. It's going to put them in the ambulance right now, up in the apartments. ZywOo awaits a second. Looking for Util over the top to signal an attempt at this B site. NiKo waits in the fade. ZywOo needs only a pixel gap. He waits patiently. He takes a second, and G2 run into their demise.
You give him these fights slowly. He loves you for it. Time to get set up on the AWP. Not feeling pressured yet is ZywOo. Smoke dropped in close, only adds to the confusion here, and ZywOo is nailing shot after shot. On for the ace. ZywOo! All five to find the closer at the end of this first half, and at the end of it, Vitality are the one. Yeah, interesting little bait and switch, right? You're hoping that Hunter, he sold it. That jump is purposeful. He wants them to see him leaving, and this was meant to let HooXi open up, but he peeks that way too soon, and so he offers up this first kill. NiKo with a pistol, last line of defense, and he can't find a thing. Vitality run down the B play, poised now to take the pistol to open up this second half. They nailed the follow-up on the m0NESY at short.
He just overwhelmed. mejores, who was a rock on CT side towards A, has kept it up with a 3K in the pistol round. Vitality take the lead right back on G2's map pick, no less.
Killed the guy in the smoke, one tap. I didn't even...
And Vitality all the more powerful on that map. This is a stack again, but the bomb is not committed, and the zoot inside of the Molotov for Spinks as he sends that pistol out. They see a couple of players and they don't like what they see, so they saw back to the other site.
dupreeh already up here in connectors, so he'll smoke out the jungle. Monacy's rotating over here pretty quickly, and so are the rest of G2. They're really fast in this rotation back, so Vitality are still going to have to deal with multiple players. This comes out of Palace. Oh, crisp. Beautiful, crisp shots to the head of Monacy and Nico. He wants a bit more. He likes the taste of it. Here's some more for Magisk. Can't help himself. Second servings make it 4. Great work from Magisk.
Presence on Vitality.
This is it. This
Apex
is
with a lot of room, right? Said he doesn't often take the opening fights anymore, but when he gets room like this, who's he to turn his nose up at it? They didn't even know. Not commed across. Nico's shot in the back. Apex is having a round, running it back to the entry days of old. He's opened up with a stellar double kill. They don't know about Hunter, so he will reclaim one at least, but it's about making it more than that. This time not betrayed by the trigger discipline. Apex still alive and still turning heads as ZywOo moves in, the point guard, the bodyguard, and Apex closes. Great round from the captain of Vitality.
Unbelievable. The round, the openers, and the closers. Beautiful stuff for Apex. And he doubles his kills coming into this round. I can't believe Hunter, after being...
I know. And Apex, look at the lid activating this round, but the sight hold is got Magisk in it, and from this spot, he's dished out depth so many times, but Hunter swings out. This time, Magisk doesn't get anything in the post plant, so Apex has to be called into action right now, and he's got the flying, although he lets loose early, and now they're focusing on him. It's just one for Apex, and the rest of the post plant is falling, but it's ZywOo left, and ZywOo is having an incredible game, but this time, he's just going to back away. They're on the defuse, and JKS is going to hold it. Vitality just going to give that one up in G2.
He's warmed in. 5-0 and opening duels. We get another orb head-to-head, but Monacy favored here. It's a free kill. He sees ZywOo. He takes him. ZywOo with his first death at the start of a round this game. Spinks. What a pick.
What a shot. HooXi jump spots and immediately gets shredded. And Monacy's going back for a double dip. He hits the shot, but it's not enough damage to bring Apex down. He readies himself. He steadies himself, but Dupree and Magisk collapse on kills.
Linchpin.
Yeah, Nico could uproot everything.
It's setting in
Nico,
now.
this could be the moment. He deals with Apex out through the apartments, but as this other man rotates in, Hunter is cut down by Spinks, already set up in the market. For Nico, he doesn't know how close he just came to uprooting this round, but it's one that's not destined to be repeated here. This clutch is asking too much. And he is too far out of the action, even finished off by Magisk, who was waiting the entire...
a hyper-important matchup to fight for that legend spot. ZywOo stubbornly inside of the Molotov. I can't believe he commits to that. They hear him. He flicks back again, and then he runs through the rest of the Molotov. ZywOo lives on 4, and he lives in the heads of G2.
It's crazy how many fights he's going for.
As far as he's concerned. And so it is, you know, you're just playing up against someone who kind of has no limits, is always willing to test.
Okay.
Apex dead on the push, but the rest of the gang are all here to hold the line.
They saw him.
With Hunter dead and HooXi spotted in this smoke, they know about him. They've just got to finish him off now. They've got to finish the job. Weapon switching nearly betrays them, but it's nothing more than a lot of damage from HooXi. No kills found. And so JKS does not want to attempt this. So before it even makes it into Monacy's hands, JKS has got to show he can party with it as well.
They smoke the molly, they jump through, but they're right behind him. Bullet in the back. Spinks gets rid of that orb, and Vitality.
Hunter's going to play towards ladder room. Apex is slinking slowly towards Hunter's spot, and the flash is so good. Oh, Apex fluffs his lines, gets info on the whereabouts of 2 players, though. And Apex will have to sit back and just watch the rest of the screens.
Nico's on the clock.
Danish Counter-Strike royalty trying to open up this round with a kill out through Palace, but his teammates are falling like flies. Magisk and ZywOo. It's the 2 big boys for Vitality left in the round. Magisk is spammed down low, and so this one might end up falling to ZywOo after all. 1v3, AWP in his hands, weapon of choice, but caught crossing by the Nico Deagle. They won't even let him from here before. He's got to do it all over again. Rolling back the clock on JKS. Monacy's trapped out by a smoke, so for now, this man's alone, boxed in, trying to play around it, trying to play around his smoke. He stays in it. Monacy comes through, and they both strike in tandem. JKS and Monacy combine for a day-saving couple of kills, but it's left to ZywOo. Hunter deals with him. Never got that realized. There's only a few more chances before the chapter of global offensive closes. JKS dead to open up this round. Magis gets that opener and opens up Dupree alongside him. This one's the Danes. Providing these openers, setting up Vitality, and leaving them in such a good spot to close this round out, and with it, the map. Over in Apartment Shore, they spot Spinks on this lurk, but even he wins that fight. Not supposed to, but he's done it anyway. Left to m0NESY and NiKo. So often, this would spur you with a bit of hope. This would give you some faith. These are the two big hitters for the G2 squad still left in this. Wrapping through the spawn, m0NESY teeing them up with a flashbang. NiKo gonna play on the back of that, and the flash lands. With it, the kill, but m0NESY is sacrificed to the flank from Spinks. In the dying lights of this game, NiKo, low on health, will not be able to dig them out of it, and it's the captain of Apex to close, stealing away a G2 map pick. 1-0 up in this series.
NiKo, P250. He's going to have to deal with quite a bit of presence. It's 3-on-3 in this mid-fight. NiKo swings out first. It's his kill. Hunter doubles, and that's a gaping hole now in the defensive Vitality right away.
Yeah, a chasm for G2, and they're going to run through it. You can hear the echoes of the screaming Vitality foes. ZywOo close to the smoke. They blast through the Julies. He quickly clicks, but he can't take more than one. If you trade that kill, you're very happy.
You are happy. But the thing is, ZywOo's usually so good at getting multi-kills to Joe Brez and those exact and getting through to get the bomb down. So that's going to be the pistol for G2. The mid-fight does not go Vitality's way.
Nice and clean.
Spinks, if he's covered off from his teammates here, he's got a really good chance to take HooXi out.
This is a crazy position, but HooXi's
checking it.
Yeah, nice check.
He's not going to fall to that.
Good round, a good place to play on an eco round. HooXi runs and guns, and he will die for the cause. 2 pistol kills come through before, and G2 goes searching for more. Every single frag as Hunter picks up a 3K.
Double T half. And Spinks, he has had enough. He wants some space, he wants some info. He has just lost his in-game leader in middle, but Spinks is in the canal. He's gone for a bit of a swim.
Ooh. Gets his feet wet with a frag onto HooXi. They're calling Hunter back. It's a long rotation through T-spawn, though, and you don't want to risk crossing past mid. At this point, they know it's unrealistic. Hunter has to go away. This is all a fake out. m0NESY needs something here. Dupree's seen the bomb. 25 seconds. ZywOo's panic rotating. This is perfect for Vitality.
And as long as Dupree doesn't give this kill away, the bomb has to commit to the A play. Now, with so little time left, it's locked in. Dupree wins his fight. ZywOo was coming back. No, he will change his mind and recommit over towards A.
1 for 1.
Getting here just in time. There's the opener from Hunter, but now he's going to close the round as well. And ZywOo runs him down.
Who had everybody on the edge of their seats though with the limbo in terms of when he was going to rotate, where he was going to rotate away, but he comes back in time and he is the player that ends up saving it. I thought Magis had it locked in. I thought he was the player that was going to end this round. But what a shot from Hunter on the clear.
They've been spotted. They knew Dupree was down in that position and they had him trapped in by m0NESY the whole time. B-pop boost up. Spinks knocks the first off. NiKo's dead, but there's more where that came from, and it's up to Dupree as they line up. m0NESY kills his captain, and Vitality absolutely shred that exec.
Yeah, that's got to feel rough if you're G2. It's never a good feeling when you commit so many players and so many of your resources into one idea right out of spawn, and you get met with the first kill on the boost. That's just the first kill for Vitality. There's no trades coming in, and then m0NESY in the chaos kills his own teammate, and it all just falls apart. And you can see
he knows better than most, actually, that you don't need many rounds in this CT half to make it work.
Oh, that's cheeky.
Again, NiKo tries to get out B through the smoke, but Dupree is ready for it.
Is he asking for a flash? He's hiding in this smoke. Oh, well, bye-bye, m0NESY. Deleted by the ZywOo War. More where that came from, and ZywOo's ready to meet them there every step of the way. Shut out on this B side of the map.
Try me, they're saying. Try me again. Throw it one more time. We will not let you in. This is our bomb site. I don't know if he saw him. I doubt he did. ZywOo needs no eyes.
I don't see anything there.
Okay. Right, B is closed for business. ZywOo will get opened onto, though.
Okay, sticks around.
With this aggression on A will drop the bomb.
It's the bomb, yeah. Get tumbling away, and they do so well. I love this. This was a very aggro move to make. You go fourth, you drop the bomb, you're immediately going to take the real estate here, and now they look to own the round. Hunter with the AWP, 1v4,
Free kill.
odds against him, and that's not even a freebie. 5 in a row as Vitality.
A really horrific 2-2 game, and that's exactly what they've been given.
Well, swing out from Spinks from Dark. It's darkness for JKS. That's all he'll see for now. And a second kill for Spinks. Well held.
Yeah, very important position to hold on to, and Spinks makes it happen. Oh, Nico with the reply, taking 2 fights at once. That bomb's been retrieved and is looking to wrap in through B main, so they're giving a lot of room, a lot of respect to m0NESY to make this happen. Quick turnaround finds dupreeh, sleeping at the wheel. m0NESY's given them a chance, giving them a way in. Apex, the captain, the man left to get past, and it's teed up. It's right here on a silver platter. He's going to walk it over the line. An inch is Apex.
Yeah, and that's after Nico gets away with eating a leg from ZywOo and still killing him with his double B hit here. Those are beautiful shots for Nico, but they were feeling the pressure with 15 seconds, jumping across to get that plant. Apex couldn't have been in a better position. They can only clear Cliff and Dark.
Giving a moment of silence in middle, letting Nico work, but dupreeh is reading the exact pathway that Nico is going to take in a strong position to deal with that problem. Now 38 seconds left. A 3 versus 4. And it's G2 with the problems to solve. They'll go back over towards B. It's a passive setup here from Vitality. They're giving them the site to work with here.
But again, that bomb has to cross and there's no smoke. It's the same issue as last time.
Yeah, the lack of smoke is a big problem. You've got to use these flashes. And now they've got to run. 15 seconds into the play. Hunter mollies out Temple. Flash is now being set up from HooXi for the cross. Hunter will jump over and gets the bomb into the side. But look at Magis coming in from Dark. Spinks is taking HooXi out. So the support network is dropping quickly here for G2. And it's just m0NESY. 1 versus 4. Strikes in the first. Need a lot more to be delivered on a conveyor belt here from m0NESY. They're all coming in from the same position. m0NESY in with another one. Back into the smoke. And although m0NESY can create...
Don't anticipate this early round aggression the few times we've seen it. This is now the ramifications of what we were talking about last round. You don't have that AWP. You are limited in terms of the util. G2 having to make concessions as this game moves into the dying moments of the first half. And these are concessions you don't want to be making all across the map. Vitality are winning gunfights. They look poised to find an 8th at bare minimum. They have won out this first half on this CT side and run away with the first half.
It's just too many opportunities for Vitality to get one-on-one fights in this round. Spink starts it by getting aggressive, gets out the bottom of the smoke at Dark.
For, well, some part, more proven today. But this one gives you a lot of hope for Vitality at Paris. And ZywOo, he wants to be there quickly and in style and in top 16 with an ease. Vitality make it 9 on the CT side. It is
field right, and you come out with a clean looking 2-0, one where G2 even started strong. Normally that's a bit of a prerequisite for this squad, but it is when they have the hot hand, as it were. You know, they often build upon that, but
it might not be for long. Vitality want to reclaim this, and they walk right into HooXi. He'll handle dupreeh.
1 by 1.
And Spinks doesn't want to go in there now. On the half health would have a big disadvantage. He's going to swing dry, and he does give the fight on over to HooXi. ZywOo to plug the hole. And he goes back again! ZywOo, what a shot! Right on towards Nico.
And they're scared.
And you don't want to go up against ZywOo when he's hitting shots like that.
Even though you're 3v2, it's who's in the sight, it's the shots that he just landed, all of this. You're trying to put a bit of distance between you and him, but they don't have the time for this. They don't have the time for this. ZywOo dead, pushing lower. That's the red carpet rolled out, but Magisk still here. The capable right-hand man can't wrestle with the AK, and at least m0NESY.
Can all start with that kicking right off, and into mid they go. m0NESY spots out the pack of players moving towards him. He has got so many teammates in behind him. Very similar to the first half pistol. Hunter coming out with 2 kills and Nico assisting. It's just ZywOo and Spinks left. And they have actually found a pathway up to B, but the problem is the bomb is down in middle.
But everyone's so close. ZywOo starts to make noise. They're going to try and face them together. That's a beautiful shot for Hunter. Isolating the duel while they've got it. Leaves Spinks in the back lines. Glock at range. Not the gun for the job, but he taps 2 down low. And these are only shots from death. Spinks closes that gap. 6 in the mag. Pistols litter the ground, as do bodies, but he needs to isolate more. Oh, reload coming in. This is terrifying for Spinks. They're giving him a chance. They're giving him a go, and he's going to take every opportunity. 10 rounds to Vitality as Spinks picks up the clutch.
Up through mid, they're holding for it. They spot him early in that clutch attempt. And he lands a couple of chance dinks. He brings a couple of players down low. And at that moment, G2 is sweating. They know that this round can't get away from them. And Spinks finds a way.
And they don't really have the weapons to go up against.
They're already
Vitality
leaving.
have.
They're already leaving.
You see the amount of info. You don't want to commit in here, so you're just going to try and keep Apex here. He can do as much as he can, gets 2 out of it, but the rotation was already through. Once they get the information, you don't want to walk into the stack. So back to A they go.
Yeah, love how fluid that is from Vitality, and you can see, like, you know, why they fare so well in these sorts of rounds. I think critically they left themselves with a lot of time as they went on the info gathering mission over towards that side of the map. And even though Hunter's going to find one on the wrap round, these are just, you know, consolation frags at this point. Even then, the victories are short-lived. They know that Hunter is still floating around down towards the canal somewhere.
3 seconds, I think they want it, but you know, these are scary rounds, and JKS 4 and 14 having a stinker.
The double orb's nice though, right? It allows m0NESY to go and assist over here towards A, and I think the rifle orb combo is the best way to lock down this A bomb site. ZywOo doesn't care about the opinions, man. He just wide swings out and finds JKS. Uncharacteristic miss for m0NESY, and Magisk is not in a forgiving mood. He will not let that opportunity sail past him. NiKo doing what he can to pick up the pieces here. But right now, ZywOo's just selling one hell of a fake. They don't even have to commit to this. The bomb's coming around, and with that kill onto NiKo, this round is secured. Spinks finishes it off, and that was the rifle round.
Insane today, but we've seen that before. The difference is we've got Magisk, we've got the likes of Spinks alongside him. A lot of players stepping up today for Vitality. And even Apex, you know, a player that gets criticized for his individual ability a lot.
Round in mid, man. He can't believe it. He knows that that's just like the wildest sequence of events.
Oh, here we go. Little boost.
Boost on boost, maybe. They won't assemble this one. Instead, it's dupreeh going up and over, taking heads off. Apex alongside him.
Bye.
A round made for the old boys for Vitality here. A kill apiece for dupreeh and Apex. But they were even the team who completed that insane comeback versus FaZe.
Keep in mind, this is a map that G2 have never lost, right? They played it 5 times. They've 100% win rate. So, yeah, it's, you know.
To crush them,
this
is a massive statement.
And the first game that these teams played on this map was a World Finals last year, and G2 won it against Vitality. So, you know, we've gone all the way around now, and Vitality have broken that win streak, and they've done it in a convincing manner, so it seems.
I just think they look so comfortable here. Like, that's the scary part, is they've got all these ideas for CT's side about how they want to try and get involved. Comfortable in this knowledge that, like, if Anubis comes up in a series, they're probably going to be the ones picking it. So they probably have to expect that CT side beginning, right? And you know, they've got a lot of ideas for how to get the ball rolling, and they also know that, like, success doesn't hinge on having some ludicrous, you know, 10-5s from moving forward to take on Monty for that shot at the legend stage, and Vitality want to put this one to rest here and now.
JKS, he's been a bit of a problem piece for G2, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. He's sent to bed. Magisk with a quick play and a beautiful flashbang will put Vitality right in the ring to take their space in that legend stage. NiKo trying to desperately claw through this smoke, but the swarm of Vitality is all over the site.
And Spinks is even in a powerful position as well, and that's exactly what is going to cost m0NESY his life. Vitality head into the site. ZywOo locks in the digits. And now it's just moments away from collapsing on victory. And G2 will be crushed 16-6 on Anubis.
And after seeing the Astralis squad falter for the Danes, this one feels great. This victory as good as done. The round getting away from G2. Vitality looking to do it, and now just one BO3 away from Legends in Paris. They've got to face off against Monty, but if this result is anything to go by, I don't even think we've seen the best Vitality yet. They've still got more to show. They've still got more to prove. A dominant 2-0